Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going over the Sunday NBA Prizepicks props. We have a pretty good slate today, starting at 3:30 as usual on Sundays. So I have 6 props and share. Hopefully, you can put them all together today and have a really good day. As always, if you enjoy the content, appreciate the like button, subscribe. If you have not already, you can check out other links in the description. If you want to play these on Underdog Fantasy, you can use my code PROCESS and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. But getting us started, first game up, I got 2 starting at 3:30. First prop that I'm looking at is a Claxton prop, just because going up against a big Nuggets team. Nuggets been struggling recently, so expect the Nets to be able to hang with them. Nuggets also are on a back-to-back. But Claxton, the Nets don't really have much size with the trades that they made at the deadline and with Simmons just sitting out. So they're going to need Claxton to play big minutes. He's played well over 30 the last couple of games, and no coincidence he's had great performances in them. Against Jokic, he's going to have to hopefully stay out of foul trouble. And if he does that, he should play similar minutes to Jokic just because they have nobody else to put on Jokic. And they're going to need some help rebounding because if Jokic isn't rebounding, they still have Aaron Gordon and Porter Jr. that'll rebound. And Claxton, typically just known to do points and rebounds, but he can give you some assists. So I like the PRA, but you can take the points and rebounds if you wanted to instead. Another prop that I'm looking at is going over to the Suns and Thunder game. You have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who looked like he was going to continue doing well over 30 points last game, but he fell short. 19 first half points, just 10 in the second half. But I think he'll be able to bounce back. Today, it's not much of a bounce back because he still played really well, but he's just been on a roll. Important game for the playoff seeding in the West. You got the Lakers continue to lose now. You got the Pelicans just falling out of the race, and the Blazers kind of way out of the race now. But the Thunder are right there. They're still fighting for seeding. So both teams are, even the Suns, just with how tight it is, basically from 3 to 10. So I like SGA to continue to be aggressive, going back and forth with Devin Booker. Should be able to put up points. And speaking of Devin Booker, he's been a bit quiet recently, but today I like taking the over on his points because there is no DeAndre Ayton. So taking out Ayton, I'm going to replace him with most likely like Landale in the starting lineup, somebody that not going to take as many shots and not score as much. So those points will go over to Devin Booker, go over to Chris Paul a little bit. But Paul sometimes will be passive. So if Booker really wants to go out today and have a big performance, he's going to have every opportunity to do that, not having DeAndre Ayton taking like 15-plus shots and scoring 20-plus points. So I like the points. Maybe you could convince me to take the under on the rebounds and assists just because he's not been doing a good job of those recently. But not having Ayton should improve his rebounds. But I think that one still looks like it. The second bet that I would look at too would be under on his rebounds and assists. I think he's just going to have a big game with the scoring today. Those are 3 props. We got some more to look at. Going over to Atlanta with Clint Capella. His PRA is pretty high, I'd say, at 24.5. He's not really come close to it recently. Going up against a Spurs team with like Zach Collins, who likes to stretch out and shoot a lot of threes. So that might not be the best matchup. The Hawks, they have a lot of guys that they can look to instead. Like maybe they put Collins on him. But there's opportunities where Capella could not see the floor like how he's usually been, with how healthy the Hawks have been recently, with like Bogdanovic still playing good minutes off the bench for him. So I like the under on Clint Capella. Looking over on Claxton, over on SGA, over on Booker, under 24.5 PRA on Clint Capella. For our 5th prop, I think you can go over to some Houston Rocket players. They've been playing really well. You have KJ Martin scoring well. Now his number's at 13.5. That looks pretty good. You also have Jabari Smith. His number is at 13.5 too, and he's really coming alive, and he had the game winner against the Lakers last game. So it's a good matchup against the Pelicans. I think you can look to both overs if you wanted to. If I had to pick one, I think Jabari Smith would be the guy, but really have no problem going with both. Even with KPJ coming back and Jalen Green and those guys still there, it's still been a good scoring performance for Jabari Smith and KPJ, or Jabari Smith and KJ Martin. A lot of KJs there. But yeah, I like looking at Jabari Smith over on the points at least. Maybe the points and rebounds you can also look to. And then last but not least, another Thunder piece that's been coming through a lot. It's been Jalen Williams. Just fell short on his points. The rebounds have been there. Not looking to his turnovers. But points and rebounds you can consider. It's at just 22.5, which I think looks pretty good. He's been rebounding well, scoring. The assists, you can give you some assists, but I'd rather just take the points. And rebounds, you're going to need like 4 assists to make it worthwhile instead of doing the points and rebounds. For a guy that's been averaging 22 points in his last 5 and has been averaging 7 rebounds almost, I think we're going to be able to get away with taking the 22.5 over on the points. But yeah, that's the 6 props that I like today. You can also look to like KJ Martin, like I mentioned. I think he looks like a guy to consider taking the over on. And you just have some other guys that have been coming through, like Trey Murphy and Herb Jones, if you wanted to stay with the hot hand. But these are probably my favorites. So thanks for watching. Best of luck today, and I will catch you all next time.